this story about the woman gaining citizenship without learning the damn language. I mean, it's just, I can't believe that that's a thing, that you can literally come to this country. There's a provision that allows you to gain citizenship in the country without even learning the language. I mean, isn't that step one? Isn't that step one to wanting to, like, I want to go to this country. I should probably learn the language. Like, what does that show if you aren't willing to learn the language of the country? You know what I mean? It's just, it's stupid. That's showing that you expect now us, or whatever country you're going to make accommodations for you. You want the country that you're going to change the way they do things just for you because you don't want to learn the language. You want to reap the benefits of this country, but it's selective, right? That's what irritates me about these immigrants a lot of the time, right? There are a lot of immigrants, don't get me wrong. They come here, they assimilate like they should. They embrace our culture. They embrace what the Americans are all about. They join, they get everything. But then there's the other immigrants who they want to be free. They want to get, the goodies of America, but they don't want everything. They're selective on what they want. They want the good stuff, but they don't want to have to learn the language. They don't want to have to learn the culture. That's just too much for them. You don't want to do that. It's stupid. It's bull, and then we just sit there letting them do it. Obama didn't have a problem with it. I'm surprised Trump doesn't have a problem with this. He probably does. Probably not saying anything because you can't, if he comments, apparently he has the maturity of a 5-year-old. I had a debate with an anti-Trump person yesterday on my YouTube channel, Dylan's Daily Show, and I mean, the guy one of his problems with Donald Trump was that he tweets like a mentally insane 5-year-old. He is a mentally insane 5-year-old on Twitter. It's like they don't understand the point of Twitter. Donald Trump said he probably wouldn't be president without Twitter. I agree with that to some extent. I mean, if you think about it, we've seen historically presidents have used, technological advances to their benefit. I mean, FDR used the radio. He had the fireside chats. Kennedy used television and just like pictures and everything like that to showcase his family. Donald Trump uses Twitter. And that's the social media trend is just going to grow in politics. I'll tell you right now, I see it coming down the pike. I mean, I have so many political people that are running for office locally, at the state level and at the federal level who have contacted me about my social media and asking for advice on their social media. Because a lot of people don't understand it yet. A lot of people are still way behind the times when it comes to social media. Like, they don't understand how to use it. They don't understand what a benefit it is. It offers a massive benefit because it's a way to direct or communicate directly to your viewers, right? Like, I can go on my social media, right? I can throw up a post and I'm immediately communicating directly with my followers. If I were to go to like a news company, CNN, Fox News, whatever, then I would be talking to the person on Fox News, to the person on CNN, then my viewers would be watching. And that just adds a middleman. When you have social media, it doesn't do that. So Donald Trump's tweeting, he's communicating directly with his people. It avoids the whole fake news thing, and it works. And it gets the media riled up. That's another great thing about it, is they just lose their mind whenever Donald Trump tweets. Like that clip from The Office when Michael Scott comes running out. He's like, "It's happening! Everybody calm down!" And he's like running around. It's like when Dwight starts the fire. I love The Office. I need to rewatch it. But, yeah, it's like that scene. Every time Donald Trump sends out a tweet, it's like they're scrambling, getting all over the place. Like, calm down, right? But let's get into this because I'm digressing big time right here. So anyway, a woman living in Southern California has obtained United States citizenship even though she has no ability to read or write in any language and does not know any English. So she can't read or write in any language, and she does not know any English. So it's not just that she can't read or write in English. She can't read or write in any damn language. Whoa. Okay, seriously, like I said yesterday on the show, we should be bringing people into this country and letting people come into this country who are like the cream of the crop on the world scale, right? I want people coming in here who are intelligent, who are going to contribute to the economy, who are going to offer something of value to the economy. Do you think somebody who can't read or write in any language is going to contribute? I'm sorry if that doesn't sound politically correct, but it's true. I mean, what is she going to contribute? She can't read or write. You go try to get a job, walk into the interview and be like, "Yep, can't read or write. I don't know." Somebody's going to have to take care of her. Now, if it's her kids, I mean, she has kids in the U.S. If they're gonna pay for everything, that's fine. You know what I mean? If they're gonna fund her attempt at life, that's completely fine. But I mean, it's just like if the government is now going to have to step in, provide you with welfare benefits and stuff like that, this is insane. So her name is Jovita Mendez. Jovita Mendez. She's an immigrant from Mexico, proudly announced in Spanish to NBC's San Diego her achievement of obtaining U.S. citizenship. Quote, I did not think that I would be... I'm not going to do that. That's racist. I did not think that I would be able to accomplish this, but I did, Mendez told NBC in Spanish. I did it because my kids are here. They told me I needed to do this for myself to have a future here. I don't know how to read and I don't know how to write, Mendez admitted. She lived in the U.S. for 20 years, but said her inability to speak English and to read and write previously held her back from obtaining citizenship. There's a reason for that. You can't read or write, and you can't speak the language. There's a reason why that's holding you back from gaining citizenship. If you can't speak the language, and you can't read or write in any language, you shouldn't be able to gain citizenship. Assimilation is just as important as immigration, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to come to a country, assimilate to the country. Learn the country's culture. Don't bring your culture to the country, unless it's food. I will accept all kinds of food because food is amazing. But if you are going to sit here and not learn our language and expect us to now, accommodate that, that's a pain. All government documents should be in English, period, end of story. All, public school textbooks, English, 100%. I don't want to see, Spanish translations in public and government institutions. That's bullcrap. Why are we doing that? I'll tell you exactly why that's happening. It's because these people tend to vote Democrat. Immigrants tend to vote Democrat, unless they come from Mexico. It's mostly the South Americans that tend to vote Democrat, and they tend to be more socialist. But they're voting Democrat, and that's why, the Muslims do the same thing, and so that's why the Democrats want the Muslims here. They're doing this to accommodate more and more minorities that are going to vote Democrat. I mean, that's what's going on here. And that's why it's turned into a racism debate, because the Democrats really want these minorities in here, so they're saying, Republicans, they're racist. They are racist because they don't want to bring these people in. Now, Republicans, there's two sides of the argument, right? Some of the Republicans are saying, I don't want more people voting Democrat, so let's not bring them in, right? And which is a valid position, because the Democrats want to bring these people in so that they will vote Democrat. But then there's some people on the other side that are saying, I don't want these people coming in here that can't speak English, they can't read, they can't write, they won't contribute to the economy, they'll just join the welfare system. I don't want these people coming in here at all because it's bad for the economy, which that's another valid point. And if we don't bring those people in, yes, we'll have less Democratic voters. And so, I mean, it's a win on both sides. I don't think we should be bringing people in just because they're going to vote for a political party. That's stupid. But that's exactly what the Democrats are doing. I mean, they've been doing it for years. That's what they do. I mean, and they get Republicans to do it. Reagan granted amnesty in exchange for border security when he was president. We never got the border security, but the Democrats didn't have a problem rolling through the amnesty. You know what I mean? It's just, it's bullcrap. So, again, she lived here for 20 years. To become a U.S. citizen, foreign nationals must pass a test by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, in which they must answer 6 out of the 10 questions about the U.S. correctly. The 10 questions are randomly chosen from 100 questions that foreign nationals are expected to study. Have you ever seen a Democrat defend that test? They act like it's like the hardest thing on the planet. It's like, oh, you just don't understand how hard that immigration test is. I know somebody who took that immigration test. It's the hardest thing I've ever seen. You don't understand. It's like, okay, I'm sure it's difficult, right? I should take it live on the show sometime. Like, not study at all. Just go on there and take it and see if I could be a U.S. citizen. Like, if I would be eligible to be a U.S. citizen. That would be interesting. Because I probably would pass the test, to be honest. I mean, it's not that difficult. It can't be. I mean, I live in the United States. And I'm not even saying this from like a cocky standpoint, but it's like, I'd understand if you're coming to the U.S. and you've never lived here. But when you've lived here and you've been, apparently, public school is supposed to be great, been in the public school system for so long, you should know this information. But I don't know. Mendez was able to receive a special accommodation for her citizenship test. Foreign nationals can give answers to the 10 questions in their native language if they are over the age of 50 and have been living in the U.S. for at least 20 years. Dumb. dumb. That is so stupid. A special accommodation so she can take the test in her native language. So let me get this straight. She needs to answer questions about the United States and about the importance of the United States and the history of the United States, but she can do it in her native language. Like how important are we? How important is this test? How seriously are we taking this test? Because it seems like we're not taking it very seriously if we're allowing these people to take it in their native language. Like, you should at least learn the tongue of the country. Again, this is something that really irritates me because, again, assimilation right here, immigration right here, equally as important, okay? It's not like immigration assimilation. We have a culture here. Yes, we're a melting pot, but at the same time, we have a culture here. It's not just like, oh, everybody in, come on. Like, there's a culture. Join it. Be a part of it. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. I love it.